All right, welcome everyone. Give folks a few moments to join. We'll do a quick intro about Acelab. We're helping out with hosting today's event, and then we'll go ahead and get started with today's product presentation from Ryan at TrueLog. We're going to be talking about some really cool, unique steel siding solutions today, so very excited to bring this content to you all. All right, looks like we've got a good amount of folks jumping in. So I'm going to start off with just showing you guys a few of the things that you can do on Acelab, as well as how to get in touch with today's presenters and explore some more about TrueLog's products after today's webinar. So everyone who signed up for today's webinar has a free Acelab account. All of our tools and resources are free for you to use, so definitely head to acelabusa.com after today's webinar and check some of this stuff out. On the homepage, you can also always sign up for our next upcoming webinar, so that's a great place to come if you're looking for some more product presentations. All right, and you can use any of our searchable categories here to do really guided searches that help you narrow down results. But if you know exactly who you're looking for, you can always use the search bar at the top. Just type in the name of any company, make sure you're selected on brands here, and head over to their page on Acelab. From here, you can use this contact button to get in touch with their team directly. So this is a great place to come if you've got some questions after today's webinar and want to get in touch with Ryan to learn some more. You can also explore some more about the company as well as their products. You can save these to your projects. So this is a great place to come, kind of keep your product research all organized. That'll land it into a handy comparison table where you can compare multiple products side by side. You can also open up any of these product pages to view some more information about that product, some more photos, get a description, finish options, performance data, certifications, as well as some downloads down here. All right, and I'm going to show you one other thing that is a newer launch that we have on Acelab. So if anybody's interested in gaining access to some of our newer features, I'll drop one of my colleagues' emails in the chat momentarily. You can get in touch with us directly and we'll get you set up with this. So we recently launched a schedules feature on Acelab. This is essentially an enhanced way to organize and store your digital product library using Acelab. And if you want to get some early access and some support from our team in getting this set up, we will actually take all of your project files, your spreadsheets, whatever you got. We'll use some AI tools to be able to sort through that and then upload it into a very well-organized digital product library on our website. There's some really great stuff you can do here. It's a super flexible system. You can pull in data points from Acelab, which saves a lot of time. So you can automatically pull in things like finishes, material options, and then you can also add in as much custom data as you want. So custom statuses, if you want to tag things by assemblies, you can add notes in here to be able to keep, all of your kind of research organized and accessible to your team. Installation methods, all of that good stuff. And we also have reps automatically loaded up here. So when a rep is available, you can have their contact saved right here next to their product. So this is a really great way to keep your product information organized. It's also collaborative. You can use it with your team. You can get in touch with reps. So if you're interested in learning some more about this, keep an eye on the chat. I'll give you some contact information in there where you can reach out to Acelab's team. All right, and I'll also share this link right to TrueLog's page so you can head on over there as well. Other than that, just want to encourage folks to ask questions throughout today's presentation. You can use the Q&A to do that. I'll keep an eye on those. We should have some time to get to some questions at the end of today's event. If we don't get to your question live, we'll have a record of it and we can follow up with you afterwards. So feel free to add any questions or comments as we go along. All right, that's it from me. Ryan, whenever you're ready, thank you so much for joining us today and feel free to go ahead and get started.
Cool. Thanks, Bo. I appreciate it. I'll go ahead and share my screen here. We'll get going. Is that working there, Bo? There we go.
There you go. Yeah, now it is.
All right, I appreciate it. Well, thanks everybody for joining. My name is Ryan Reedbaum. My company is TrueLog, and we specialize in maintenance-free steel siding. I was born and raised in Colorado, earned my Bachelor's of Science in Business from Colorado State University. Started at TrueLog full-time in 2015. It's my dad and I's business, so family-owned, and I am one of the owners and CEO. We manufacture everything here in Colorado, and we ship direct to our customers. So we're a little different in this space, right? You know, you don't have to go through distributors, you don't have to go through lumber yards or any building material suppliers. You can actually come directly to us as a business, and we can ship it to you. A little bit about the company overview here is we manufacture everything here in LaSalle. We have a patented steel log siding panel that we started the business with, and then we have branched out into other profiles. We had a lot of folks say, hey, really love the wood grains that you guys have with your log siding, but do you have something different? So we've branched out into other siding profiles, but we started the business as a steel log siding company. And kind of like I had mentioned, we ship our product nationwide. And to date, we have roughly about 8,000 total jobs nationwide. I think the only state that we don't have a project in as of right now is Hawaii. So we are still working on that. But we've got projects in Puerto Rico, Mexico, one in Australia, up in Canada. So we've tried to get this to people wherever we can. So one of the reasons that we came up with this product, or my dad invented it, he's gotten patents on the log siding specifically, is, you know, when you look at a log house, you have some problems, right? You've got problems with real wood. It's beautiful, don't get me wrong, but there's a lot of maintenance that comes with it, right? Depending on where you're at in the U.S., you could be staining, painting, or resealing a side of your structure every year. So that's one of the problems that we were presented with is, hey, you know, how can you come up with something that gives us the log look, but is maintenance free, right? So there's other alternatives out there. You can get concrete siding or fiber cement. You can get vinyl. You can get James Hardie, all those things. Each of those has their pros and cons. They come with things, but the bottom line is people want the look that they're striving for, but they don't want to have to maintain it. Right? I mean, nobody wants to go up to their cabin or their getaway or even their forever house and wanting to maintain this, right? Getting up on a ladder or paying somebody to do it. So that's kind of the real problem that homeowners have out there when searching for exterior siding products. So just like I kind of mentioned, right? Here's a little bit of the competitor landscape, which is, you know, you've got your fiber cement, you have your engineered wood, whether that's your LP, your diamond coat, you know, whatever that is. You have vinyl, and then you've got real wood. You know, and all of these have differing, you know, maintenance schedules, warranty, longevity. But the biggest thing for us is wanting to have the durability, the longevity, the no maintenance, and a good warranty as well, right? A lot of these companies will advertise, hey, this is a lifetime warranty. A lot of people look at this and say, okay, lifetime, well, that's awesome. I'm going to live 30 years or 40 years. When you actually dig down deep into some of these warranties, right, they could be prorated. So you only get, you know, 100% of your materials replaced for the first 5 years if it fails. You know, some of them, it's only for the first year, stuff of that nature. So we really wanted to combine, you know, to have that maintenance free. It's also very resistant to the elements without failing, as well as coming out with something that's aesthetically pleasing. And so that's really where we came up with the solution, right? We started off with the steel log siding over here on the left-hand side. This is actually a project in northern Michigan. The gentleman had sent us a photo of his steel log siding that we had sent him on his porch. And then we started to branch out, right? Our second best-selling color is white. You know, you can thank Chip and Joanna Gaines and Magnolia Networks for making the white board and batten super popular, that modern farmhouse look. So we branched out and said, okay, we'll come out with a vertical board and batten panel, and if people want white, we'll go ahead and sell it, right? We're really wanting to focus on the maintenance freedom, but still giving the customer the look. So number 2 here is our steel board and batten. That photo specifically is in Great Falls, Montana, where they wanted to combine our log siding in the middle of that structure, as well as still have some of that farmhouse look, which you see in the white board and batten. And then taking a step further, number 3 is a double 4.5 lap panel, right? Clapboard, you know, people Hardie board, whatever it may be. It's more of a lap style, kind of emulating that cedar look, you know, just like a cedar siding look on the side of the house. So we also have that as well that we've come out with. So we manufacture all three of these products. So like I had talked about, the biggest pros for us as a business is just the maintenance freedom. You have a 30-year warranty against your cracking, peeling, blistering, fading, chalking, and it's just extremely durable, right? You're not going to have to be maintaining this siding once you put it up. We make it as easy as possible to ship directly to your customer, contractor, whoever it is, as well as installation. Very similar to other steel siding products that are on the market, whether that's Rolex, Edco, Emco, Quality Edge. We all have kind of the same method of installation. So we'll try to make it as easy as possible in that sense. So specifically, and this kind of goes across all of our steel siding products, but we went out and we had a bunch of testing done. So we have a Class A fire rating, we have a Class 4 impact rating, and we also just recently got Florida product approved. And we are working on getting WUI approved, which is the Wild Urban Interface, which is a little bit more of a step up from the Class A fire rating. But that's across all of our different products that we have tested. And then, like I had said, we work really hard on our coatings with our suppliers, and we want to make sure that we're giving our customers the best, fade resistance, scratch resistance. So we not only have the galvanization part of the steel where we're helping against rust and corrosion, but then we've got the paint and then even a UV inhibited clear coat over the top of all of our steel just to really give it that full 30 years that people aren't going to have to worry about, fading, chalking, peeling, or anything like that. We also choose to go on a little bit higher side of the gauge spectrum when it comes to sidewall panels, right? Sure, metal roofing, you can get to 22 gauge, 24 gauge. Us, we're at a 26 gauge. Most of the other folks, and this has been changing over the years, but they could be 29, 30 gauge. So we wanted to be a little bit more of a premium product and provide that durability. So we choose a 26 gauge steel for all of our products. And like I had mentioned, we do have patents on the steel log siding. We have a hand-hewn look to our siding, as if you had taken a draw knife on a big old log and you're peeling the bark off of the log. We have those hand-hewn lines that you see. We also have a defined chink line where you can actually put real chinking if you wanted to. We have had folks do that to give more of an authentic feel to the log siding. So we do have that as the patented parts of our steel log siding. Along with that, specifically with the log siding, it does come with a foam backer. So that foam backer is mostly there for impact resistance. It does add a little bit of R value. Could be an R value of roughly 2 to 3, somewhere in there. But it's mostly there for impact resistance. It also helps with noise deadening. We have heard that from quite a few folks, specifically up in Wyoming where, they get a ton of wind. We've had some people call in and say, I don't even know it's windy outside until I step out the door. So kind of an unexpected feature of that foam. So specifically with our steel log siding, we have it in box lengths. So we manufacture it in 12-foot lengths. We box it per 100 square feet per box, and we can ship it directly to our customers. We do that with all of our other accessories as well. We make those accessories to where you can buy it per piece. You're not having to buy full box quantities, anything of that nature. And all of our products come. We've got 5 different wood grain colors, and we have 6 solid colors, and they all come with that 30-year warranty that we're talking about. Onto the board and batten. I'm sure a lot of you have seen board and batten. It's extremely popular right now. It seems like everybody's got their version of a board and batten panel that they're selling. So there isn't anything too special here. The only thing that I really would point out for our board and batten that I think makes us different is our wood grains. We really try and focus on having differential coatings, really nice wood grain looks. But we also try and customize panelings for customers. Sometimes you'll call lumberyard, or you call to, hey, I want somebody else's board and batten. You could only get it in 10-foot sections. Well, we had a lot of folks when we first came out with it saying, well, if I have an 8-foot wall, I've got to cut off 2 feet of every one of our panels. It's like, okay, I mean, that's, very valid. Don't want to waste that money. I get it. So what we've actually done for our customers is we'll say, hey, you can choose up to 3 panel lengths and we'll manufacture 3 different panel lengths for you and ship it to you. And you can use those however you need to. So that is one of the unique things that we've been trying to do as a business to make ourselves different than others, is to customize that panel length to reduce seams, to make the exterior look a little bit more aesthetically pleasing, instead of you have a transition right in the middle of the wall or something like that. So we do try and work with customers to customize the panel lengths to their project. And again, obviously maintenance free. We're running all of this stuff out of our 26 gauge steel. That goes for the board and batten as well. And then our steel lap siding, same exact concept as our log. We have all of our really nice wood grains. It's a double 4.5 lap panel, so each of those laps covers 4.5 inches for a total coverage on the wall of 9.25 inches tall. And those are 12-foot sections as well. They interlock and overlap with each other, just like any other steel siding that you may have seen out there on the market. We also recently came out with steel soffit and fascia. Again, very similar to what you may be out there seeing. It's a double 6 panel for a 12-inch coverage. We can do that soffit both in vented and solid. We are getting these products as well. We approve the Wild Urban Interface. That's really come out west here. Now, there's quite a few counties in Utah, quite a few counties in Colorado that are requiring it, and of course, being originated in California, we're trying to make sure that all of our products across the board can work with that. So we also do soffit and fascia. That soffit again comes in 12-foot lengths. We do our fascia in 10-foot lengths, and we can vary the height of your fascia board, whatever you need to cover there. And here's just a slide showing some of our wood grains. These are rotogravure wood grains. We really like what we've got going on here. We try and get across the color spectrum here. We've got a couple different grays that could be more of a brownish gray, more of a bluish gray. Then we've got your walnut pine and western cedar. And western cedar by far is our top selling color. It it can really fit in just about anywhere. It resonates just about anywhere in the U.S. We do have solid colors as well. If you're not looking into wood grains, very specifically, we probably sell a lot more solid colors within the board and batten. You can see here we've got a matte white color. We've got a matte black. If you would have told me that we'd be selling black siding, 10 years ago when we got into the business, I probably would have called you crazy. But again, we do sell it. And we really try and work on the gloss with these colors, specifically our black and white. We have, I think the gloss rating is 1 or less. I think within the black, it's a 1, and our matte white is literally no gloss. So that's another thing that we've listened to from customers, right? Is they want steel siding, but they don't want the commercial look as if you were putting up a pole barn or a steel structure. So we really focus on the matte coloration for those colors. But again, you can get any of our products and profiles in any of these colors. And we have sold white log, we have sold dark charcoal log, whatever people want, we certainly supply them. Here's a little bit of our pricing. We are completely transparent here at TrueLog. So we have our pricing on our website. We have this as well as a downloadable sheet to show all of our different trim pieces. So we just like to be transparent so people can see, hey, this is what it's going to cost you. You don't have to contact in to see pricing, all that sort of stuff. So this is directly on our website. When it comes to installation accessories, like I had mentioned, it's very similar to other steel siding that's already on the market or vinyl siding. You're going to be starting at the bottom of your wall with your starter strip. You're going to be locking your first panel into that. And you're going to be going around, your doors and windows with your J channels. You're going to have your corner posts, all those sorts of things. So just wanted to show you an example of what our installation accessories looked like. And depending on how you want to terminate the siding up at the soffit level, we've got a couple of different things. One of the really unique things that we've done is we've actually created
Looks like Ryan might have frozen for a moment. Thank you all for your patience. Hopefully he should be back in a moment. While we are making sure that he is gonna get back to us, let me just send him a quick message. And I also just wanted to remind folks, if you have any questions at this stage, feel free to drop them into the Q&A. And as soon as we get Ryan back online, we can see if there are any that should be answered in the moment, or we can save some for the end. Cool. All right, looks like we lost him, so I'm sure he's gonna be joining back in just a moment here. I will go ahead and do a quick recap of some stuff that we covered at the beginning here, in case anybody joined a little bit later. So let's see. All right, so anyone who signed up for today's webinar has a free Acelab account. So if you missed this in the beginning, just wanted to show you guys some of the stuff that you can find about TrueLog after today's webinar. You can head over to their page on Acelab. You can explore some more about their company and their products here. You can view some of the main kind of value props at the top here. You can also save these products to your projects. If you open up any of these product pages, you can view some more information about this product. You can view some more images. We've got some great images here, including installation photos, as well as some details. And then scrolling down here, you can view some finish options, certifications, and more downloads. And perfect, looks like we got Ryan back. All right.
All right. Lost the internet, of course.
All
Gonna
good.
happen right in the middle of the presentation, right?
All good. Glad we got you back. We were just doing a quick recap of the intro for anyone who missed it. All right.
Cool.
And we're back.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Again, I think I stopped here with the installation of our products. So those are just more installation accessories. Like I had talked about, we've got a bunch of testing that we've done with our product. We've got the Class A fire rating, Class 4 impact rating, Florida product approval code, and then we are in the process of getting that wild urban interface. And that is really a testament over here on the left-hand side. This is actually a cabin in Wyoming that was a part of the Mullen Fire about 5 years ago. It was one of the biggest fires in I think Wyoming state history. There at the top is the cabin after it had been sited, and the bottom photo actually shows the wildfire going right over the cabin, and the cabin was actually saved. They had a metal roof, they had our metal siding, so that was super awesome to see. This was on a trail cam that they had recovered from the fire after it had blown through. So that's what we're here for. You know, we want to help protect customers' houses, their structures, as well as give them a great, aesthetic look. Again, here's some of that testing that we had talked about. This is the Class A fire rated. This is also the extended version of that fire rating. You can just see, how our product fared in these conditions. Again, we did this with the board and batten as well as our soffit and lat panel. So all of that information is in here. Passed, of course, with flying colors. So hopefully we have that.
No. All right, I'm gonna stop Ryan's video. That might help us. Apologies for these technical difficulties. Thank y'all for your patience. Hopefully Ryan should be back again with us shortly. Right, and let's see. Looks like he's back. I think Ryan, maybe if you keep your video off, maybe that'll help with the bandwidth a little bit.
Perfect.
Try that. All right. Thanks everyone for hanging with us.
Yeah, and these are just some of the different projects that we've got in our steel log siding, various colors that we have. Here's some more photos, anywhere from Colorado to North Carolina, Tennessee, Michigan. We do have projects just about everywhere. Here's some of our different board and batten projects. white has become extremely popular for us, as you can see. We even have some folks combining, our products with real wood. Hopefully, they'll cover that real wood in the near future for them and get rid of all of the maintenance. Same thing with our steel lap siding, just some more examples of our product. And I did wanted to this is kind of like the crown jewel of where we're going. This is a new colorway that we're coming out with. It's brand new to the industry. They're actually able to digitally print on steel. So if you imagine it's a big HP printer literally in your mind with thousands of nozzles that are printing images onto the steel. So this hickory is what it is. It is literally a hickory board that they have scanned and have printed onto steel. So we're extremely excited about this. You can see some more of the detail here with you've got knots, you have varying wood grain. Back to the other slide there, you can see there's a difference in where these panels lap, and that's how it's designed to be. If you saw this in nature, right, you're not going to have two logs to be the same. So there's a lot of really cool variation, a lot more definition with this new colorway and product that we're coming out with. So, and that's all I have for right now. So I appreciate you guys holding with me while I have internet issues, but certainly open for questions. Oh, you're on mute.
Looks
There
like
you go.
sorry about that. All right, we do have a few questions. Reminder to anyone, you can submit a question using the Q&A. So if you haven't done that yet, feel free to go ahead and do so. All right, first off, could you elaborate a little bit more on the thermal performance of the steel siding compared to traditional wood or vinyl, and specifically the R value of the foam backer?
Yeah, so the R value of the foam backer, it's very minimal. We have tested it, and it's an inch thick at its thickest point in the center of that foam, which provides an R value of roughly 2 to 3, but it wouldn't be across the entire panel because that foam backer is curved to fit that log profile. So there isn't a lot of thermal value there, but it does help a little bit. It's mostly there for impact resistance.
Awesome. All right. Are there any considerations for regions with extreme temperature fluctuations?
Yeah, great question. That is one of the reasons we've gone with steel. Is steel expands and contracts the least when it comes to vinyl, aluminum. So in our testing, what we've seen in extreme temperature swings, which can be, 40, 50 degrees, you're maybe seeing expansion and contraction of about a 16th of an inch in a 12-foot panel. So we do have a notch out at the top and the bottom for those panels to move. So we do tell installers to install it not snug into the wall, but not super loose either. A nice natural fit to where that panel can move naturally.
Got it. All right. And then I guess kind of in the same vein, are there any limitations for coastal or high humidity environments? And how do they perform in terms of corrosion resistance?
Yeah, so we do have a G90 weighted coating, which is a zinc and aluminum mixture that goes onto the steel before it's primed. And we've had great performance with that. All of your field cuts are going to be behind a channel, so they won't be directly exposed. And all of your factory cuts will be out in the field. So we have great, corrosion and rust resistance. For the past 15 years, we haven't had anything. As far as the coast goes, we'd like you to be about a mile off the coast. That's generally what our steel suppliers want us to be.
Awesome. All right. And then are there any specific structural considerations due to the weight of the siding?
Yeah, so you can frame and engineer your walls as if you were putting on hardy board. Each of our 12-foot panels weighs 9 pounds. So you don't have to structurally beef up, for lack of a better term, your house in order to install our siding. It can just be conventionally framed.
This question looks like generally about the installation process. So yeah, could you provide some more details about the installation process and how it might differ from more traditional siding materials?
Yeah, to be honest with you, I don't want to say it's exactly the same because everybody has a little bit different way of doing it, but it truly is. I mean, you're locking your first panel into a starter strip. You've got your J channels and your corner posts. All of that is definitely all part of the process. The only different thing might be how it's terminated up at the soffit.
Mm,
There might just be one way that we like to do it versus others, but you can terminate it even traditionally like other metal siding. So to be honest, it can be exactly the same.
cool. All right. And then in terms of customization options, how customizable are the products and what are the options if you are looking to specify like custom color or finishes?
It's something that we've taken a look at. For us, it's been tough to customize colors, but not to say that we wouldn't do it. The situation where we could do it, for example, last year we came out with like a shipyard blue. That was
Mhm.
because this customer was buying, X amount of siding, and it warranted us to bring that out and to be able to sell that. So I don't want to completely shut the door, but from a customizable standpoint, it would be difficult. But we're always open to hear from people, and possibly we come out with another color.
Mhm. Awesome. All right. This one looks like more of just kind of a comment than a question, but maybe something you can elaborate on. This person says it sounds like this would be a potential benefit for use in wildfire prone areas.
Yes, yeah, definitely. That goes back to the photo that I was showing you guys about the Mullen fire where it had saved that cabin. But
Mhm.
we are specifically getting our Wild Urban Interface certificate, which means that your product is non-combustible for over 30 minutes at a 500-degree temperature. So yes, it's extremely beneficial. We have people from Rio Doso. They just went through a whole bunch of really bad fires. All the fires here in Colorado, Paradise, California. We've sold some of our products, so you're
Mhm.
exactly right.
Awesome. All right. And then in terms of technical digital resources, do you provide BIM models or specifications sheets or CAD files that we can use to assist in incorporating into our designs?
You bet. We do have CAD files, and I'm always open, right? If you guys need other versions or you're using other programs, we can certainly work on getting that for you. But we do have CAD files right now.
Awesome. All right, great. It looks like that might have wrapped up our questions for now. So we'll give everyone a few more moments in case some additional last minute questions pop up. I also wanted to quickly mention, because I think I forgot to go through this at the top. So one of the things we mentioned was you can head to Acelab, which we have a link for in the chat. So feel free to grab that if you could use it. One of the things you can do using Acelab is reach out to presenters directly. And let me share this tab real quick. All right, awesome. So if you go to a manufacturer page on Acelab, you click this contact button to get in touch with someone. Just wanted to show everyone where to then find those messages and what kind of happens next. So once you reach out to someone using Acelab, they will get an email notification. You will get an email notification anytime there is a new message. You can actually respond directly to those emails and it'll log in Acelab's platform as well. So integrate super easily into the rest of your communication, but you can also view all of those messages on Acelab's platform. So if you click that little button, which I'll do again real quick, because it I think can be a little hard to notice if you're not used to using the platform. So right next to your projects, this is kind of all of your workspace over here. You can manage your account, check out your projects, and you can head to your conversations right over here. So if you click on that, these are all of the conversations that you have on Acelab. I've got like 110 since I'm using this account all the time for testing different things. You'll probably have less, but this is where you can come back afterwards to check on your conversations. New conversations will be highlighted in green. You can nest conversations under projects, so you can really keep all of your communication organized that way. So this is where you can head afterwards to, view any of the pending conversations that you have, talk to reps. You can also talk to Acelab's team. And I also want to mention we have a live chat feature. So if you are using Acelab and you need help, either with using the platform, finding your messages, setting up your firm library, or you have a product specific question. So maybe you're, researching different cladding types and you're trying to evaluate which one might be best for your project. You can reach out directly to Acelab's team here. These is staffed by real people. They're not bots. So someone will get in touch with you to be able to support you in your research request or in using the platform in general. So lots of great options for getting support with your projects, getting support with your product research, whether you're reaching out to Acelab's team or reaching out to manufacturers directly. We've got a whole network of people who are here to help you and here to assist. All right. And then in case anybody else missed it at the top, I also wanted to mention, I did drop my colleague Helen's email in the chat. If you have been to some of our other webinars, you might have gotten a chance to meet her. She helps out with getting firms all onboarded and uploaded onto Acelab. So if you're interested in reaching out to gain some access to some of our newer features, this is our schedules tab, which has recently launched. This is something that looks like I don't have one loaded into this project, but it's something we can help you set up. So if you have a new account, you might not have access to this yet. You can just let us know if you want some access. You can start adding schedules in here, and this is a great place to come and start building out that digital product library. All right. With that, I am going to stop sharing and check on our Q&A. Looks like we don't have any more that are added in here. So looks like we might be able to let folks go a little bit early. I did want to mention we're going to have a quick survey as you're leaving today's event. So if you have some time to give us some feedback on that survey, let us know how relevant this was for you and drop any questions that you might have. If you've got some last minute questions that pop up, we would really appreciate it if you could take some time to fill that out for us. All right. Ryan, are there any last thoughts you wanted to add before we jump off for today?
No, appreciate everybody being here. Sorry for the issues, but if you have any other questions, feel free to email me or visit our website, truelogsighting.com. We're here to help.
Awesome. All right. Thank you everyone so much. And I hope everybody has a great rest of their Thursday.
Thank you.
Bye.